In this video, I'm going to be reviewing and talking about leather tool holders that I personally use on my tool belt. I'm going to go over what I recommend and what I like to see and what is just way over the top and not necessary at all. This particular video has been highly requested, and I would like to encourage anyone and everyone to ask as many questions as you want. Feel free to comment down below. I will respond in a timely manner. And I really enjoy helping people out. And go ahead and smash that like button. I've been an ironworker for a little over 8 years, approaching 9 years. And I've seen a lot of different types of tool holders and belt setups. And let me tell you, some of the stuff I've seen has been flat out embarrassing. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful or arrogant, but have some damn pride in your tools. They are your money makers. Don't just throw them on the ground for breaking lunch. Hang them up. Take care of your tools. Can I get a thumbs up on this video for shaking your moneymaker? Anyway, this is my current belt setup. I rock a quick release tool belt. What many do is buy a brand new quick release, wear it for 1 or 2 years, and then the belt itself is crap. And then you either put like a rigging strap on it, or you take it to a nice leather guy and put a thick piece of leather on it. My quick release is a vintage Klein that actually used to be a tie-off belt before they made it mandatory to wear harnesses. This used to have a tie-off D-ring on it, but then I took a cutoff wheel to it and cut it off because it always got in the way and I hated it. The expiration date on my belt is in the 70s, but Klein doesn't make them this good anymore. Enough about my belt. On to the next thing. I have a thick leather Klein pad. It makes my hips extremely happy when my bolt bags are full of bolts and my tool belt is completely loaded. Highly recommend a Klein back pad. My bags are custom made from a guy out of local 433. These bags are awesome. They stay open. They have little crescent holders in them. They have striker holders on them. Hands down, these bags are top notch. I also have a single spud holder or a single frog and then a swivel sleever bar holder. Let me show you. So I put my single spud and my sleever bar holder on my right side because I'm right-handed. I like to be quick draw McGraw. I've used this setup for the last 2 years or so, and I really like it. So like I said, my frog and my sleever bar holder are on the same side, my right side, and that's my dominant hand, so I can be quick. And then I have my bolt pin on my left and my crescent on my left bolt bag. I've been using this setup for the past few years. I might have had a different spud holder or different pin holder, but I like to have my bar and my spud on my right side and my pin and my crescent on my left side. It makes it so I'm balanced when I'm walking down the iron. I like to have the same amount of weight or close to when I'm walking. Sometimes you see some cats that have like a triple frog that hold 3 spuds, and then they have like 2 bullpen holders. Not saying that that's not the right way. That's not the way I like to run, because I want to be as light as possible so I can be fast on the iron the whole entire day. And like I said, I like having my weight evenly distributed throughout my belt so I'm not lopsided with something crazy. I'm not a huge fan of carrying a beater on my belt, but obviously it's job specific. If you're working on a bridge and it requires you to drive pins and use a 6-ton come-along to make second, obviously you're going to need a dang beater. But on a typical tree of iron, you can find me up in the air with just my pointy tools making my point 99 times out of 100. You won't see me swinging a damn beater driving a pin to make second. I like to just keep it simple and keep it as light as possible. In my humble opinion, I don't find it necessary to carry a beater day in and day out and carry 3 spuds, or any more than 1 spud for that matter, and 1 bullpen. That's my humble opinion. I'm not saying that my way or the highway and my way is the best. I'm just giving my humble opinion. Everyone is different. Some of the best ironworkers I know carry 2 spuds and have a double frog. Just because I don't like to doesn't mean it's the right way. I've seen great ironworkers with a double frog run around the iron as fast as anyone. Matter of fact, one of the ironworkers that I look up to most carries 2 spuds. I will have a link down below about my back pad, and if you're interested in anything else I spoke about my belt setup. But anyway, a few weeks ago, I reached out to a fellow brother ironworker, Les Pearson. His Instagram name is Leatherwork by LP. Let me start off by saying, holy shit! His stuff is a masterpiece. This stuff is a complete work of art. He isn't paying me to talk about his stuff in this video. I actually reached out to him because I saw his Instagram pictures and his leather work looked phenomenal. And let me tell you, his pictures do not give this product the full effect of being in person. The quality of the leather is top notch. Les is a 4th generation ironworker out of local 732, Idaho. He has been an ironworker for over 12 years. He's done anything from catch a tree of iron up in the air to tie a footing down in the trenches. He builds all his stuff with supplies from his local saddle shop. For his belt loops and frogs, he uses 13 to 15 ounce harness leather that is baked with wax and oil that makes it extremely durable and resistant to water and anything else a tradesman can throw at it day in and day out. This is a small sample size of harness leather, and it's kind of hard to see in the video, but this stuff is thick, durable, and just overall tough. And for his pin holder, he uses vegetable tan leather that's 11 to 12 ounces because the harness leather doesn't allow him to bend and mold it around tools to make specific tool holders. Here is a little sample of vegetable tan leather, and again, this stuff is tough. I can barely tell the difference. I'm no leather guy, but I can barely tell the difference in between the thickness and the durability. So I don't really know what he's talking about. But this guy knows what he's talking about. He literally hand cuts, dyes, glues, sews, edges, burns every single piece right now. and doesn't allow anything from his shop to leave without being pristine. He is going to invest in a sewing machine, but as of right now, he charges everybody machine rate price for hand sewn products, which is at a complete discount right now. Along with sewing his pieces, he rivets and glues them. He sent me 2 pieces of leather glued together just for me to show on camera trying to rip it apart. He said, good luck, so let's see what I can do. Even when I'm trying to rip it apart, it's still, look at that. That was extremely hard to pull apart. And that was no rivets, no sewing, just glue. He personally told me to make a double frog, it takes him 45 minutes to sew. That's just sew. And he told me that it takes him 2 to 3 hours to finish the product step by step. These items is $115 value. And let me tell you, this is gonna last my whole entire career, I feel like. I've went through quite a bit of different pin holders and frogs in my career, and none of them stand close to this product. And like I said, he is not paying me to make this. But the frog that I currently have on my belt isn't anything close to this. If you're interested in having a top-notch quality tool holder, I will drop Les's Instagram and Facebook down below. Message him, you will not be disappointed. Chance Fabs approves this message, let me tell you. Along with his Facebook and his Instagram, I'm going to post links down below, like a quick release Klein belt and a Klein back pad, different bolt bags. And you'll notice that I don't have a good contact information for the guy that made my bags because he is, quite frankly, hard to find. And if I do get a good contact information for him, I will just make a specific video just about the bags. That's how cool they are. So if you get your hands on a set of these, you will be pleased. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Thanks for watching. Work safe.